To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
In motion right is Brown. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team, just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now first and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry here for Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Howell. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
The Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1. Second and 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Let's go.
Here's 3rd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. So here we go, 4th down. Howell able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That fourth down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He completes this to Cole Turner. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw, Howell. A short throw caught by Andrews.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This now a 3rd and 4. 19. They go play action with Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. 4th down, Howell. Dancing to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll go play action. Howell sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed it, incomplete.
Talk serious for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Powell. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 2.
Here's Howell. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Howell changing the play here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sly able to put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Off play action. It's Howell. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Play action. Here's Hurts. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Quick slant to Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Howell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this is going to set up a 1st and goal from the 5. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Hurts changing up the play. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Swift again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Howell's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, Gibson. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Howell. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., 37 yards. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass complete, Goddard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. But 1st down, Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now 1st and goal. Goes right back to Smith again.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Swift. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody.
grinding on the truth.
Whole club selling out, a hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out, a hitter doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the ops. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take